Why can't I talk? Right. Seattle is one of the biggest cities in America and easily one of the biggest cities in the Pacific Northwest. But what if I told you that there was another city just underneath it? Today, I want to talk about Seattle Underground, the remain of Seattle's original plan that was destroyed in the late 1800s. Seattle is a very modern city, thanks to things like their skyscrapers and the tax revenue from companies like Amazon and Microsoft. But when the city was first founded in 1851, it was mostly made of wood and on ground level. You wouldn't really know it from looking at pictures, but Seattle is actually a beach city. Everything is just sloped upwards from the ocean. This is because when the city was first built, it was on ground level and made of wood. But then on June 6th, 1889, a fire broke out. They actually called it the Great Seattle Fire, even though it wasn't that great. Apparently, a cabinet maker left some glue over a flame in his woodworking shop, and it just... This great fire destroyed over 31 blocks of Seattle, which was most of it at the time. The death count is unclear because they didn't keep great records at the time, but everybody in that area had to be completely relocated. Over 5,000 people lost their jobs because their workplace just burnt to the ground. So when it came time to finally rebuild Seattle, they decided to build it with stone this time and actually do it above sea level, on top of the old city. Everybody got to build a whole new shop and store up on the ground level, but some store owners actually decided to keep their underground stores. That wasn't until 1907 when a plague broke out and being underneath in confined spaces was a bad idea. Everybody came to the surface and underground Seattle started to rot. As Seattle grew in the 1900s, the underground became sort of like a crime hub for gangsters and drug dealers and prostitutes and junkies. Like, if you wanted to commit a crime, you just go under the city, out of sight, out of mind. That stopped in about 1965 when a Seattle native decided a cleanup process and they closed a lot of the underground. They still had about 3 blocks open for tours. Like, if you went on a tour, you get to go and look at the old shops and hotels and saloons and all that, and it's really creepy, if I'm being honest. After dark though, there's a lot of adult only tours where they serve cocktails and stuff, and that sounds fun but also really scary. So you heard it here, a city beneath the city. Who would have thought?